Hi, Hilary Van Gerpen here, and I want to thank Bree for letting me do this. And we're going to start with some of the bits and stuff that I use in my program. Okay, so this is one of my O-rings that I use a lot. It was handmade by a guy in Texas. I'm not sure who it is, but it's real heavy. It's a square mouth, so you have to be pretty quiet and pretty gentle with your hands because it will swarm up. But this is my always go-to bit when I need to tune one up or on my colts. This next one is my Sherry Survey. It's twisted with the dog bone. Ironically, I use this on my PC Frenchman's Heyday, and he loves it. Same thing, it's got a really good feel. It's weighted. I don't use it a whole lot, but he tends to really like it. This is the bit that I actually use on PC Judge Cash and Lace. She's won a lot of money in this bit already this year. So this is a perfect bit. I really like the feel of this bit. The purchase and the shank are exactly the same. You get a lot of lift and a lot of rate with this bit. And pretty much all of my horses really like these perfect bits. I don't know if it's my hands or my horses, but it works for me. This is a Dave Elliott. I just recently got this not too long ago, but it's the 4-piece dog bone, and I really like this mouthpiece. It has a great feel. It lays really nice in their mouth. They don't get a lot of pressure, and I highly suggest this one. While we're doing this, I want to thank Sherry Steinecke for all my beautiful headstalls that she makes. My horses always look fabulous. This is the bit I run on PC a Galleon Judge. It's a Kathy James. I really like the feel of it. The copper seems to really be nice, and horses really like this. Tend to leave it a little looser on him. You get a little bit more of the gag, but once you hit the top, then you have a lot of rate with it. This is a Carolina bit. Same thing, I really like this mouthpiece. It's light, it lays in their mouth really nice. I've used this on a lot of futurity horses, so I highly recommend this one also. The next bit I'm going to talk about is this Jim Edwards bit. I had one before, it didn't have any gag, and I didn't necessarily really like it. It didn't fit me. I happened to meet up with him, and he was great to work with. Traded me out bits, no problem. And this has a little bit more flex to it. The gag is really nice. I get a lot of headset with it, and it's a lot of rate. It can be as heavy or as light as you want, but I'm really using it on my day-to-day work, and I highly suggest these bits. They have a different feel. If you're more of a gag person, this might be one that you like. I showed this bit a little bit ago, but I had a little longer shank. This is the bit that I transition my colts from an O-ring to a shank, and so they learn curb pressure. It lays really nice in their mouth. They don't get a lot of bar pressure, and I suggest getting something really light when moving your horses from an O-ring to a shank, and this is always my go-to. I want to thank South Grove Tack for this beautiful headstall that she made and sent to me. It looks stunning on Firing for Bullion, who's also known as Sheldon. And this is also Sheldon's bit, and he's won a lot of money with this. And ironically, his mom, Lena May, also ran in this exact same bit. I'm on PC, a Galleon Judge. He's by Judge Cash out of the Dock Soak Sugar Sunfrost mare. I'm going to do a few drills with him. He's a little stronger, longer, lankier horse. He doesn't gather up quite as easy. He tends to get a little stressed out, so I have some drills that really work on keeping him level and calm. With him, he tends to get a little strong. I do a lot of walking when I first get on him, and I really work on making him cross his front feet over, get on his butt, but also move forward. I tend to do a lot of stopping, back him up. I'll ask him to roll over himself, and I'll back him back up. The reason why I ask him get collected, and back up, and roll over himself, and back up, is I always want him using his hind end, but still driving forward. So when you're in your turn and you go out into the barrel, you want him getting on his hind end, but on the back side they have to make a crossover move. And so this will really help you on getting that crossover and no hesitation on the back sides of your barrels. It isn't as easy for him. He's real big and he's real long. So this is something that I work a lot on with him. So I'll do a lot of this at a trot too. I want him to stop and stay a little higher headed so you're not going to get a real low headset, but still be soft, collected. I'm going to ask him to stop without having to pull on him. I'm going to back him up. Over himself, and then back up again. This really makes them get up underneath them and use their hind end. It's almost like a spiral, and it kind of goes down into a one-way stop. I want this horse really learning to use my body language to control his speed. So I'm going to sit deep in my saddle to bring him down. I want to get him to a walk, and then down. This really quiets the brain down, quiets the feet down, and then you can really listen to your body language. The next drill I'm going to do, I'm going to use the whole arena, so I'm going to explain what I'm going to do first before I go ahead and do it. I call it my 4-corner drill. I want to make him go straight up into the fence, get collected, make a correct circle, go down the fence. So when I sit down, he's collecting, do a circle, go down the fence, make a circle, go down the fence, make a circle. This really helps, like this horse, he kind of wants to get noodly, and it'll really help him keep straight and in between your hands, but you're also getting collection and you're getting a soft circle all at the same time. I'm now on Firing for Bullion. His name's Sheldon. Most people know him by that name. He is for sale. He's a 6-year-old gelding by Firewater Finale and out of the Great Mare Lena May. I'm going to just show you a few things that I do with him to keep him really working consistent, and some of the drills and the difference between some of the things I do as futurity colts to now he's a Derby horse getting ready to hopefully go into the rodeo world. I'm going to just go ahead and show you a few things that I work on Sheldon on a pretty regular basis. Just keep him really soft, listening to my legs without having to really be on his face. I've saved a lot of barrels by doing these kind of drills and keeping him really soft. Sheldon, I try to really just stay out of his face and keep him really light. Like, I don't have to have more than 2 fingers worth of pressure on his neck, or 2 hands with 2 fingers. Like, I like to be really light, not be in his face at all. I really work on learning and moving off my legs. If I put my outside foot into him, he's going to move in. If I put my inside foot on him, he's going to move out without me having to move my hand. I can make him go all the way over here, and I can put my outside foot into him and bring him right back. I like to keep him really soft and listening. A really good stop put into these horses. Some people say don't put a stop into them. I put a fairly good stop. I'm not a reiner by any means, but I do like a good stop. They have to be collected, and their hind end has to be engaged to go around a barrel. So I do like to put a good stop into my horses. I like to be able to stop them without having to pull on their face. So I really make them start listening to my body language. So when I sit my butt down in the seat, he stops. And I don't have to ask him for a bunch of pulling on his face. I like him driving forward. And all I have to do is sit down and say, whoa, and he's going to stop. I really work on making him roll over himself, picking up the speed. He does tend to sometimes be a little sticky in his shoulder, so I really work on getting him to move across himself and step around, and then I always back him up. This really helps him stay on his hind end. Come on, Sheldon. Drill to really keep him up underneath himself, but yet still rolling over himself and not getting sticky in his shoulders. Go ahead and do this. One barrel drill. I've a lot of my pulls this way, and it works a lot on this horse. I like him being able to find the barrel no matter what direction he's going. Pick him up, drive him all the way around the barrel. I'm going to lope him around. I'm going to pick him up, collect it, make him work all the way around it. Like I said before, he is for sale. He's won just short of $40,000. He's placed and won at a lot of futurities. He's already placed at some derbies this year. He's very consistent, 1D horse. He's not a barrel hitter, and as you can see, he's very soft, and my end goal was always for him to move on. My end goal for all these horses that I train is not just to be futurity horses, but they go on to be rodeo horses, great open jackpot horses, whatever works for them. But my goal good horse, good-minded horse at the end. This is Hey I'm Streakin'. He's by PC Frenchman's Heyday and out of a daughter of World Speed that I actually ran through college and amateur rodeo and in college rodeo. I just want to talk about saddle fit a little bit. He's real long-shouldered, so a lot of people have a tendency to really want to ride their saddle up on the shoulder, and for him, it's a weird feeling because your saddle has to sit so far back on him. So you always feel like his neck is forever long, but he has a short neck. It's just he has a real long shoulder. So when you're have your saddle, just because it might look weird doesn't mean that's actually weird. And I have to make sure that my saddle fits behind the shoulder, and sometimes it takes a little bit to get it in the right spot, but I want to make sure that his shoulders aren't getting pinched at all when I'm riding. So I want to thank Robbie Phillips Saddlery for building me this amazing saddle that fits all my horses amazing. But for him, if you look, it looks like the saddle's going to be way too far back, but that's where it has to be to make him comfortable and not have his shoulders end up getting sore. You want your cinch and everything right here, but I can't on this horse. It doesn't work for him. So I always want to make sure that my saddle sits in the right spot on these horses, and you end up with a lot less problems. I want to give a huge shout out to Rodney Yost for doing an amazing job with this colt. I can't say it enough about getting a great start on your horse. Pay the money, get a good start on your horse. This colt did not have the best start, and I struggled with him from day one. I was ready to get rid of him, and I got a hold of Rodney, and he completely changed this horse around. He's won already a lot this winter, and he's continuing to get better and better every single day. And I can't say it enough, but it's so great to get a good start on your colt and get them really broke, and your whole life is so much easier. I'm going to do some fence work on this horse. Rodney really did a lot of work on him sitting, and his shoulders really fluid and free. Like I said before, he's real long-shouldered, so it's not easy for him. So it's something that I have to work on a lot, in keeping his shoulders really free in the front end. Otherwise, he gets real sticky and pauses in the back sides of his turns. So I'm gonna stop him, try not to be on his face, back him up, get him rolling back over himself. Get them working off their hind end, rolling over themselves, and having to pick up their belly. I worked this drill on this colt a lot. It really helps him keeping him underneath himself and still driving forward. I like his shoulder up, moving forward, and I'll ask him to quicken up his feet and drive out of the front. Next I'm going to do my 3-barrel drill. I know a lot of other girls that do this too. I start all my colts this way, and it's a good way to do all lefts and all rights, can keep going through it as fast or as slow as needed. Start at the trot, and I'm going to keep him up in between my reins, pick him up, get some deflection, driving up forward and using his inside leg to keep driving him. It really helps, like some of the things I've talked about the rolling over themselves. That's where this comes into play. You want them up, driving forward, and then inside leg getting underneath them. You can bring that shoulder across. I'm on PC Judge Cash and Lace. She's by Judge Cash and out of a Lone Drifter Sunfrost mare. She's owned by Sterling Equine Ventures of Texas. They also own the gray gelding that I was on earlier. I'm really excited for them to be part of my program, and I'm really enjoying running and training on their horses. I'm going to go ahead and show you a few things that I work on the pattern with her, and we're going to get the barrel set up and be right back. I'll show you a few things on what I do with this mare. She naturally wants to really get down in her front end and go around the barrel that way. So I really try to work on getting her hind end up underneath her, and it makes it a lot easier for her. I was sitting, keeping her hip up underneath her, getting her shoulder lifted up, and then asking her to come around the barrel. And if she didn't bring her shoulder across, I brought it back across, asked her to roll back underneath it, over top herself, and then go back around the barrel. And when she did it right, then I went on to the next barrel. This mare can tend to get a little strong to my first barrel. I like to keep her real soft and picked up and her hip really up underneath her. And I drive her all the way into her barrel and I ask her to come around. I work on really slowing her feet down too. this a lot. Your horse is going to learn, and your body's going to get in muscle memory of doing this, and it's going to be a lot easier for your colt when you start hauling them. And it's something you just don't normally think about, that you're riding two-handed all the time and then expect them to know what to do when you go to one hand. I was having some problems with her wanting to start her turn a little too soon and kind of getting on her front end. And Bree and I went and rode with Fred Hunter the other day, and he really helped me a lot. Just a few little things that, you know, just doing slow work and stuff that's going to help a bunch with her. Picking her up, I still want her moving forward. So when I come up here, I'm going to pick her up. I have some people asking about the supplements that I use, and so I'm just going to go over some of that. I love MVP products. All my colts that I haul, or if I have one that stresses a little bit, I always keep on the Gastroplex. The gray horse that I was with earlier, riding earlier, I talked about how he needed to gain some muscle, and I've kept him on the MVP in sync, and it really helps with muscles, or if you have a horse that ties up, I've had a lot of success with this product. Sheldon, since he's a little bit older, I keep him on the Exceed 6-way. It helps with joints, and it's an all-around good product for ulcers, and it has vitamin E also, so that helps with muscles. I also use Excel EQ. It's a vitamin E and omega-3 oil. Horses tend to really like it. I haven't had one that hasn't liked it, and my dogs also really like it. They lick my buckets. Keeps them really shiny and looking good. I also use, this is a pelleted product, it's called Equibone, and I keep like my 3-year-olds and on that. It really helps with joints and their bones while they're growing a lot. My colt that just came back from Rodney Yost, he is a Firewater Finale out of It's Complicated, who Amy trained, and now Jana Beam is running. I kept him on the Blue Bonnet, so I have a little bit of that left. I'd like to thank my sponsors, Robbie Phillips Saddlery, who made this beautiful saddle for me, South Grove Tack, and she made this tack set that Cassie is wearing, and MVP products. They keep my horses feeling great and looking great also. So thank you for watching. Hopefully you maybe picked up a few things from the mass of videos that we posted today. So thank you for watching.